Hi, and welcome back to 2016 Blade and Soul Tournament Singles Korea, the second day of round of 16.
Yep.
I am DZ Mins, and with me is Ending Life. How you guys doing? How you doing?
I'm very excited for today's matchups. We got some famous players today.
And we got a lot of Assassins, Force Masters, and
one KFM.
Yeah,
Whoop.
exactly. We're excited to see how those matchups gonna break it down. So today's, what are you most excited for before we go into the overview?
There's gonna be a Force Master, as you said. The first matchup actually is Yoon Jung Ho, the Force Master from Winners,
Right.
and last year's winner
Yeah, exactly.
of the tournament, single tournaments.
If you guys watch our tag team tournaments, Yoon Jung Ho, he gets a lot of flack from his teammates, but he's going to be on stage by himself now and probably see a little bit more comfortable facial expressions.
I'm pretty sure he's better off alone.
And then the person he's playing against is also part of our tag team tournament,
Yep.
IDEPS, Sang-wook Kim.
And he is considered a god online. Only
Right.
online, not in real life. People praise him as the assassin player in Blade and Soul because he's so good. But we'll see how he plays in live tournaments, in the big stages.
And so we have a lot of other people, big names that we want to drop down, but before we get into that, let's go and look at our overview.
Yep.
The schedule goes from early June to early July. We have finals on the 1st of July. It's best out of 5 instead of best out of 3.
Yep.
And the awards, look at that. One person, first place, gets roughly
$10,000. And that's a lot of money for just one person.
Yeah, you don't have to split that up.
Yeah.
Maybe you can split up with your company, but I'm sure you take the majority of it.
Yeah, that's a lot. Even for second place, around 5,000.
Yeah, definitely. Let's look at the right side of the bracket. We have Jung Ho Yoon, Sang-wook Kim, Jin-Yu Park, Yoon Tae-sun, Hyung-ju Kim, Hyuk-woo Kwon, Soo-han Kim, and Jae-sung Lee. There are definitely names that you guys are familiar with. On the left side of the bracket, we have already played last week, and there were 2 3-0 games, but there were also a few games that went to, there was one game that went to full 5.
Yeah,
one
one
went
game
to
went,
4
yeah.
set. So let's see if it'll be similar this week. Today's matchups, we will see a Force Master against an Assassin, Assassin versus Blade Dancer, an Assassin versus Destroyer, and last but definitely not least is Kung Fu Master versus Force Master.
Yep.
It's going to be an exciting day. I personally want to see, I'm very excited for the Kung Fu Master versus Force Master. Unfortunately, this is a knockout tournament, so one of them has to drop out.
Yeah,
that's the saddest part.
The saddest part, because I'm rooting for the KFM though.
Yeah. Right now we're going to live predictions in the audience. And what are your predictions?
All right, today's predictions by Ending Life. Yeah, the first matchup, Yoon Jung Ho versus Kim Sang-wook. I'm going for Yoon Jung Ho, the Force Master.
Okay.
And the second one, Park Jin-yu versus Son Yu-tae. I'm going for the assassin Park Jin-yu. The third, Kim Hyung-ju, Kwon Hyuk-woo. This is kind of hard to predict, but as long as Kim Hyung-ju is on his toes and doesn't make too many mistakes, the assassin is gonna take the win. And the last matchup, Kim Soo-han versus Lee Jae-sung. The KFM versus the Force Master.
Obviously, the Kung Fu Master is going to win. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's because
realistically speaking, though.
Yeah, all right. I'm a KFM player, so I want the KFM to win, but the experience and the skills, Jae-sung has so much more of that, and yeah, Jae-sung is probably gonna take the win.
We are going to see the predictions later on. Let's see if you are spot on.
I hope so.
Yeah, Kung Fu Master. We'll talk about the last game once we get there, because we do have a lot to talk about, just statistics-wise and historically what Jae-sung has shown us in past tournaments. But before we do that, let us start to go into our introduction videos with Yoon Jung Ho and Kim Sang-wook.
Yeah, and before we get into the introduction video,
sorry, I was I thought I got the cue for it, but apparently not really.
Anyway, Yoon Jung Ho, I mentioned Yoon Jung Ho is gonna take the win is because I don't know, many of you, if you played Force Master, you'll know that he has so many skills to nullify the assassin's attacks, the combos.
Right.
And the assassin obviously has to get close. The close range combat class is an assassin, so he has to get to the Force Master. But Force Master has the Frost Armor, the Frost Sheath, and Frost everything, Frost Slow, everything. So
Just Elsa.
yeah, it's Elsa, yeah. So when the assassin gets close, he can either freeze himself or freeze assassin,
Yeah.
get out of range for the assassin and just do one of his boop boop boop
Yeah.
and attack the assassin. So in order for the assassin Kim Sang-wook to win is to not make any mistakes.
And now we will go into our introduction videos. Stay tuned. No.
Nope.
Hold on.
Here we go.
There we go.
액션 전개 불사 토너먼트 2015 코리아 세전왕 우승 윤정호입니다.
2015 불소 토너먼트 코리아 시즌 1 우승했었고 월드 챔피언십 준우승까지 했었습니다. 한준호 선수를 만나기가 좀 싫어요. 눈썹 검사 준호랑 같이 많이 이제 엮여가지고 이런저런 일이 많았는데 라이벌로 생각을 하고 있지만 제일 만나기 싫은 선수이기도 해요. 비공사를 대표해서 이 자리까지 올라왔으니까 2015년도에 우승한 것처럼 일단은 우승까지 목표로 할 생각입니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 저는 암살자를 플레이하고 있는 김상욱이라고 합니다. 예선 성적은 운 좋게 7승으로 올라갔어요. 대진운이 좋으면 4강까지는 올라가고 싶어요. 신경미 선수가 잘하고 대회 때도 막 긴장도 안 하고 잘하는 것 같아서 라이벌로 생각합니다. 연습량이 제일 많거든요, 내가. 열심히 했던 만큼 하면 잘 될 것 같아요. 열심히 해가지고 꼭 올라가고 싶어요.
All right. Sorry about that, you guys. I love this room. If you noticed, we're in the smaller room again.
Yeah.
And all the time, somehow, an awkward moment seems to creep in.
Now I'm used to that.
Yeah, definitely trying
Make
to
it our
give us a
thing.
moment to, kiss each other. All right, let's go into the introduction. After the introductions, we have Jung Ho Yoon as the Force Master. He made it through the preliminaries with 7 wins, and he was last year's Season 1 champion. So definitely, you can see that confidence on the smile on his face right now.
This is probably the first time I've seen him smile.
Yeah.
Because in the tag team tournament, he's always got that stone face on.
Yeah, he's trying to not make mistakes and trying to be the big brother for the team. And yeah, so let's see if the blue side will be able to win it again. Last week, everyone on the left side, the blue side, won the bracket. And on the right side, the red team will be Sang-wook Kim. Let's go straight into it.
Here we go.
So he made it through the preliminaries with 7 wins as well. He doesn't have as much history on the stage compared to Jung Ho Yoon. He was in the 2014 qualifiers for a tournament that's called Yongjang Hotu in Korean. But yeah, tell us a little bit about this matchup today.
Yeah, you said Kim Sang-wook doesn't have that much experience. He actually always joins the tournaments. Well, as you mentioned, 2014 he made it to the quarterfinals. Last year he actually joined, but he couldn't make it past the preliminaries. I'm very sad to hear that. But today's matchup, Force Master against Assassin. This Force Master, Yoon Jung-ho, his win rate against an Assassin is amazing. This season's preliminaries was actually 100%. So let's see what happens in the matchup.
Definitely. Oh, let's look at the predictions, and you are right. Jung Ho Yoon is the favorite for today as a 94% favorite against Sang-wook Kim. Glad that they don't see these percentages.
I hope not.
Yeah,
It'll discourage them.
exactly. All right, we're about to get ready to go into our first matchup for today. Force Master against Assassin. Let's see if Sang-wook Kim is able to prove us wrong and show us once and for all that assassins are the new it class that will take over the world and the tournament itself.
And the Force Master has to be the vigilante, stopping the assassin.
All right, 3 seconds before we started off, they're going to go into first flight, and always the first move is the most important, especially in a matchup like this, Assassin against a Force Master. Sang-woo Kim definitely has a lot cut out for him. Look at this, ice armor, frost armor again into an ice mine of his own, freezes him. The Force Master is not frozen because he wants to be frozen. This is done by the Assassin, trying to set the mood and the flow of the game. Definitely trying to poke, puts him into an aerial combo, and webbed. Venom Swarm for some more dots, and does not continue the combination afterwards. He is unable. Force Master's definitely playing it a little bit slower, and is able to freeze the Assassin and buy some time for his Force Master's cooldowns.
This is what I was talking about, freezing. Assassin comes into deal, he keeps freezing himself, nullifying all the damage that the Assassin is trying to do.
Exactly, goes into Frost Armor and heals a little bit when he gets damaged. Second wind used by the Force Master. It looks as if Sang-woo Kim is not doing a bad job. He is able to freeze the Force Master inside the Ice Mine's range. It looked as if he was a little bit outside, but no, he was able to do it. He goes in for the stealth, but does not continue with a combo.
But I'm hoping this Assassin, Kim Sang-woo, makes a move within 10 seconds before he gets his second win back.
Goes into the Shroud, and the Force Master misses his freeze. Good movement by the Assassin right now. Goes into Lotus Fury and then knocks him up with Spinal Tap, another webbing. Doing very well with the damage input. They have a minute left, and if it goes down to the wire, then I feel as if the Assassin will definitely take the win as a TKO.
Because he's doing a lot more damage compared to the Force Master.
Right, Phantom Grip by the Force Master right now, dropping him down, freezing him, stunning him.
And this Assassin has
Glacial
no escape. This Force Master is definitely on his toes, knowing that the Assassin has no escapes right now, putting in all the damage he can.
The Force Master goes into an emergency Frost Armor, and he gets frozen by the Assassin. Will the Assassin be able to capitalize on this opportunity by stunning him again? But no, Frost Armor. Use a decoy in front of him for no reason whatsoever. I'm sure he did, but he didn't work out as the way he planned. 25 seconds left. Right now, the Assassin is down on health, but
there is the combo.
Again, the decoy is not successful.
Ice Flower, wasted.
Glacial Beam hits and is able to be frozen, but the Assassin uses his escape, or stealth rather.
Well, the stealth is the escape, so yeah.
Phantom Grip, long range from the Shroud.
He doesn't have a flower. Oh, okay, he has.
He just put down the
but
flower.
he used it
Very
right
good
away.
Movement, stunned right now. And
okay,
I definitely feel as if Sang-woo Kim might have taken the lead with damage.
That's what I think also.
Yeah, let's look at
The
it.
Assassin.
Oh!
Okay,
No
the
way.
Force Master.
That was definitely
That was.
a turnaround. We expected the Assassin to have a little bit more damage because the Force Master was able to gain some health back, as opposed to the Assassin, who doesn't have that many heals. But the Force Master takes it for the first set of today.
Yeah, there was one point where the Force Master actually knew when I mentioned that the Assassin didn't have any escape and was doing burst damages.
Right.
I think that's why.
I feel the Force Master also did a very good job in avoiding getting caught in the Assassin's decoys.
Yeah.
You notice that the Assassin would always charge in, and then as soon as the Force Master wanted to break out of the ice, you saw the Assassin use decoy. But the Force Master didn't do anything about it. Smart plays by the Force Master, doing a better job with mind games.
Definitely.
Just looking at the damage, it seems as if the Assassin's doing a better job. Right here, he was able to catch him in the Ice Mine, but no actual other capitalizations on it. Phantom Grip from long range. Knocks him back with a Void Blast and stuns him.
See, this is when I was saying. This is when he knew, the Force Master knew the assassin didn't have any escape, so he was just doing damage.
Yeah. Backs out, uses his flower, good mobility, but unable to clinch it. I think that the assassin still has a bit of confidence in him, and definitely Jung Ho Yoon is a little bit shaken up. He's like, oh wow, it didn't go as cleanly as I expected it to be. Let's see how set 2 will provide us a win for the assassin. This is best out of 5, by the way, so even if Yoon Jung Ho wins, there will be another game afterwards, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, the assassin was actually playing pretty well. He timed his Ice Mine and his CCs pretty well.
Oh, let's go into the next set right now. All right, set 2. Let's see who will take the first attack. Both in the air, first flight. Sang-woo Kim definitely lands the first blow and is able to tag him.
But of course, the Force Master doesn't need to use his second wind because he has so many freezes.
Right, the assassin was just frozen again, twice in a row, puts on an Ice Mine, but he's not able to use it. The Force Master is able to be a little bit more mobile than the assassin right now. Assassin, all he's trying to do, he goes into his Lotus Fury, his iframes, but the Force Master's like, nope, kill me, attack me, and the assassin definitely did not.
Alright, this Force Master putting some good damage in. This assassin used all of his escape, and this Force Master knows it, and he is going all out right now.
He's having his way. The assassin's not able to do anything.
Meteor Shower.
Jung Ho Yoon having a field day right now, going into ice, not taking any damage. Body swap by the assassin, but he's not going to be able to do anything afterwards. He's not able to set himself up. Goes into an aerial combo. Webbing, Venom Swarm, of course.
All this is going to do is just take out his second win.
Good Shadow Slash to knock him down again. Close Shave that's a very long animation. That's the only reason why you use Close Shave. Looks as if he's able to come back with Lotus Fury. Putting a little bit more
aerial.
Is he able to finish this off?
Yoon Jung Ho saved his second win for too long, taking too much damage.
Goes into the body swap and the frost armor, gaining some health back. Smart plays. Ice Mine, frozen. Is he able to capitalize on this situation? Will he go in, stun him as soon as he gets out of the frost armor?
If he gets stunned right away, okay,
nope,
he doesn't.
He sidesteps out. Venom Swarm for some dots.
Meteor Shower gets out of. That crit.
Force Master taking the second set. He was in a tough situation in the middle. Early game, Force Master definitely looked as if he had the game in control. Then it switched around towards the Assassin mid-game. But there were definitely more mistakes made by the Assassin attacking him in the Frost Armor. You don't want to give your opponent health.
Personally, I want to mention this very carefully, but you noticed that Yoon Jung Ho, the Force Master, didn't use his second win at all this round, this set.
Did he?
And it just feels like he was just playing around with the assassin, saying, "Oh, all right, I'll give you the chance to do some damage, and let's see what you do."
There's a Glacial Beam while he was jumping. He knocked him down with stunned him. And then just holds him up in the Phantom Grip and does a lot of damage with his Inferno. The Assassin did a pretty good job here with his Shadow Slash to stun him into the Close Shave.
He's going to get into another aerial.
Right, and used his Lightning combo. The Lotus Fury just now. You would want to use your Lotus Fury for a 2-for-1 effect. You want to nullify damage and give damage at the same time. But this time around, he just used it for damage. I don't think that's what was necessary.
Yeah, and you just noticed that crit with the Meteor Shower.
Right, had he saved his Lotus Fury for now, he might have definitely been able to survive for longer and perhaps make the playing field a little bit more even. Look at that. Kom공사 means computer Force Master. He's got microchips and brains.
AlphaGo.
Yeah, exactly. loving the audience. Very creative posters.
Oh, look at that serious face. They got the serious face.
Sang-woo Kim not in a good position right now. He has to win this one or else he is knocked out. But don't worry, we have 2 other assassins to watch in the second
So
and
many
third
assassins.
games today. Yeah.
So little KFA.
Aw, definitely. But unfortunately. Oh, let's go straight into the third set. Alright, the audience cheering on Sang-woo Kim. He has to win this set to make it at least
To the next set.
Right.
If he loses this, he's out.
See, first flight, he body swap in the air by the assassin, going aggressive. He's not
Forcing him to
afraid.
use the second win.
Right, this Force Master is a little bit different this time around. He used a second wind immediately. Venom Swarm into the pile drive. He switched up his combo.
Yeah, he's just gonna do as much damage as he can early on when he has no escape.
Right, he's going to try to be a little bit more mobile. Puts down an Ice Mine. Frost Armor by the Force Master, trying to buy some time. Use Barrage into the Shroud, but it won't affect the Assassin. Glacial Beam hitting directly and able to stun him in place, but he's too far away to do anything about it. Assassin in stealth.
Right when it comes out of stealth, this Force Master is going to try to put the CC in.
Good charge in to make the Force Master use his second wind again.
A meteor shower within the fog to make him get out of it.
Right.
That's very well played by the Force Master.
Oh, goes and uses the flower and charges in from behind. Goes into stealth. Does not succeed in using the decoy. He has not been landing those decoys all game. Gets caught in a glacial beam and now uses his stealth and doesn't even blind the Force Master. Preemptive
Alright.
freeze by the Force Master.
Just seems like this Force Master is just playing around with this assassin. He's
Right, he doesn't-
going in the fog.
Shadow Slash to stun, but the Force Master uses second wind immediately and puts the assassin to a Phantom Grip.
A re-knock up, doing damage.
Very quick reflexes by the Force Master right now.
Meteor shower. Oh, look at the damage. He has to get out.
There,
This is
very little hype was involved. The Force Master was very calm and collected playing against this assassin. It seemed as if the Force Master had better reflexes than the assassin. When the
Yeah.
assassin's supposed to be
the quick one.
Yeah, exactly. Very quick first game between Yoon Jung-ho and Kim Sang-wook. The 94.6% prediction stays real.
Yeah.
The crowd is on point, and so are you, Ending. You
Oh.
proved that right.
Yep. And Yoon Jung-ho's this season's matchup against the assassin just gets another win.
Yeah, he's just racking up that win percentage against the assassin. Kim
Can't go
Sang-wook,
any higher than 100.
let's look at the replays. Look at that decoy. He has to land those decoys. I mean, the decoy is such an important move for an assassin, and he gets instead knocked, stunned by the Glacial Beam by the Force Master.
Yeah, and you can tell the confidence in the Force Master just going into the assassin's fog,
Right.
where it's supposed to nullify all the projectiles
Right.
for the assassin, but he just goes in there and does it anyway.
Right. You can spec the assassin to either nullify projectiles or go into stealth. And Sang-woo Kim, he did not go into stealth while
Yeah.
he was in the Shroud, so he definitely wanted to negate as much damage as possible, but he wasn't able to, negate too much
Yeah.
damage at all.
Because if the Force Master comes into the fog, it's like the assassin should be like, "Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Welcome to my
Let me
house."
knock you down.
Yeah.
Let me
But
let
nothing
me
happened.
do something. But as soon as the Force Master gets knocked down, he goes into a reactionary second wind, and it's not even a panic. It was second wind, and I'll mess
Yeah.
you up. I know exactly what I'm
This
doing.
was planned,
Exactly.
kind of thing.
So that was our first matchup for today. Wait just 7 minutes, and after these commercials, we'll go into Park Jin-yu versus Son Yun-tae. Stay tuned.
마침내 세상의 경기가 사라진다. 모든 영역을 뛰어넘은 새로운 판 시작합니다. 내 손안의 생활 플랫폼 신한 카드 판. 생활의 판을 바꾸다.
슈팅 액션 쾌감 헌터스 어드벤처.
마침내 세상의 경계를 넘어선 새로운 판이 시작된다. 신한 카드 판. 생활의 판을 바꾸다.
All right, welcome back, you guys, to 2016 Blade and Soul Singles Tournament. We just got to see Jung Ho Yoon and Sang-woo Kim play against each other with the Force Master, the Master of the Force, Jung Ho Yoon, coming out the victor. How did you watch this game, man?
I don't know. This match, the first matchup, was too one-sided, and there wasn't any super plays coming out. Well, there were some good dodges and escapes, but there weren't too much exciting
We
moments.
definitely saw a glimmer of hope for Sang-woo Kim. He definitely has moments where he's able to show us that he is a professional player, and I feel as if maybe in a year or two, perhaps next season, he'll polish his skills and come out to be a stronger player. But right now, playing against Jung Ho Yoon definitely wasn't able to continue that glimmer, that spark.
Yeah.
He needs to light the tinder and make it a big fire to, become a formidable player.
I think just the assassin just needs a little bit more experience in the tournament stage, because overall this Force Master has so much experience.
Right.
So even they're all pro players, so they're gonna be good at their classes.
Right, but even still, professionals are still relative to each other. Some professionals are
Yeah.
better than others.
True.
And so we're going to go straight into our second matchup. Jinyu Park, another crowd favorite, versus Yoon Tae-sun. Now tell us a little bit about, Sun.
Yeah. All right. So this matchup, Jinyu Park and Yoon Tae-sun, assassin versus Blade Dancer. Let me tell you the percentages for the matchups this season and last year. This Jinyu Park going against the Blade Dancer, it's 80% win rate
What do you mean?
from last year's season. So this Jinyu Park's assassin going up against the Blade Dancer in the previous season,
In all tournaments.
he had a 80%
네,
win
저는
rate.
암살자를 플레이하는 박진유고 작년 시즌2 대회에서 준우승을 했었어요. 최대형 선수가 좀 약간 그 친구가 좀 특히 미러저 안에서 좀 강력한 모습을 많이 보여줘서 그리고 예전부터 좀 굉장히 옛날부터 좀 라이벌 구도가 조금 있었어가지고 그 친구로 생각합니다. 8강에서 윤정호 선수를 만나게 되더라고요. 연습하다가 계속 만났는데 한 판도 못 이겼었거든요. 정호야 잘해줘. 작년에 그 준우승을 했었을 때처럼 좋은 경기력을 보여드릴 수 있을지 잘 모르겠는데 일단 한번 최선을 다해보겠습니다.
링검사를 플레이하고 있는 하트 손유태입니다. 한준호 선수를 라이벌로 뽑고 싶고요. 왜냐하면 많이 친하고 연습도 자주 하기 때문에 라이벌로 생각하고 있습니다. 작년에는 너무 긴장해서 떨었지만 이번에는 두 번째 대회니까 긴장도 안 하고 많이 준비해서 꼭 많이 올라가겠습니다. 작년에는 16강에서 떨어졌는데 올해는 4강까지 가는 게 목표입니다.
All right, welcome back. We got cut off explaining Jinyu Park and Son Yoon-tae, but we'll go into that a little bit later. We got on the blue side, Jinyu Park made it through the preliminaries with just one loss. He is the second place winner for 2015 Season 2. Definitely a formidable opponent for any class.
And a player to watch out for
Yes.
other.
Yes, and unfortunately for Son Yoon-tae, this is his second big tournament.
Second time.
Yeah, second time
Yeah,
playing.
last year he actually didn't make it past the round of 16.
Right.
So let's hope that he gets past and gets into the quarterfinals this
Right,
season.
but he is playing against Jinyu, and we don't know how that. Well, we do have a general idea of how that's going to turn out. So on the right side, on the red side, let's look at our Blade Dancer getting ready for the next matchup. That's right, he's pumped. Young blood.
Look at that keyboard.
Yeah. He also made it to the preliminaries with one loss. Does not have any record for placing in past tournaments. He did mention in the introduction that he was very stiff. He was nervous, but Definitely, that is reasonable because that was his first competition. This is his second, and he made it through the preliminaries, so that definitely tells us something about his character.
He's working towards that goal.
Exactly. He was saying that he at least wants to make it to the semifinals this time around. And let's hope that he does. You did mention that you predicted that Jinyu Park was going to win. Let's see what the live audience thinks.
All right. Predictions.
Oh, nice. Good timing. 98-2! Oh, come on. Show Yoontae-sun some love.
Yeah, 2% love.
All right, tell me more about Blade Dancer percentages against an assassin.
All right, so this Blade Dancer, well, the overall percentages is that Blade Dancer actually has the upper hand.
Right.
But because the assassin against the Blade Dancer has only a 48% win. So just looking at the class matchups, the Blade Dancer has the upper hand by 2%.
All right, well, let's see if that 2% is able to push him forward and knock out Jinyu Park, the crowd favorite. Or will Jinyu Park prove that he is the veteran and make it a hard game for the young guns to prove themselves on the stage? All right, second matchup for today. Let's go straight into it. All right, a fairly even class matchup. It's probably going to be a little bit harder for the Blade Dancer, though, because I expect him to not use Vortex as much. Because when you use Vortex, all the assassin has to do is go inside and use Decoy, and then knock you down. Oh, good leg sweep by the Blade Dancer, or ankle biter by the Blade Dancer. A Vortex into Decoy, stealth. Puts down a flower for mobility. Blade Dancer's doing a pretty good job moving around. He did get knocked down by that Shadow Slash, though. Ice Mine.
Ice Mine.
Trying to set up his next combo. Will he? No, he's just standing up. Oh, good body slap as soon as he's out of the Ice Mine. Goes and stuns him, tags him, puts him in the air. He's going to use the Venom Storm and then the webbing on the floor. Lightning Rend to continue the stun, but he's not able to capitalize on it
because
anymore.
The Blade Dancer used his escape to get out of it, and I'm just hoping that this Blade Dancer, this assassin, doesn't make any mistakes when the Blade Dancer is using Vortex to just give him the free stun.
Right, exactly.
As long as he doesn't do that,
yeah,
the Blade Dancer is going to have a chance.
Right, puts down the flower. The cooldown came back. Good Lotus Fury, and he stuns the Blade Dancer into the air. Combo, webbing. Lightning Rend, and there we go. That's the combo that we wanted to see before.
Yeah.
Finishes it off with a close shave and adds some more lightning damage on top of it. Cherry on top of the cake. Blade Dancer trying to put in some more damage of his own with the aerial combo and the lightning
draw.
There we go. Doing some pretty good damage of his own.
He had to because he used his second wind right when it cooled down again.
Exactly. Very good performance by the Blade Dancer, showing that he's not just a new kid on the block. Yeah. Ice Mine was not able to land. You would expect him to be frozen. Misses a Shadow Slash. Woo! Right next
Puts
to
him into the aerial ascend.
You can't miss those Shadow Slashes. You have to stun him.
And this Blade Dancer is buying time for his lightning draw to cool down.
Absorbing some chi, knocks him back. Puts him into his Thunder aerial.
Ascend, and that's going to be a lightning draw to finish it.
Able to finish him off with the lightning draw. And he's surviving for now. He still has his flower up. This is huge for the new kid on the block.
Yeah.
The crowd favorite is at like 0 health.
This Blade Dancer,
even if he plays out the clock.
Of course, this Blade Dancer is going to take the win. So there we
go.
For a chance. But they both have their escape. So this Blade Dancer just has to just flick him once.
Right, he just has to fart next to him and he'd die.
The smell will kill him.
But no, he's stunned right now. Aerial combo by the assassin. Is he able to finish this off? He uses a second wind just now to escape.
Not just escape, he wanted to do a knockback to finish him off, but the assassin did a stealth very well.
There we go, and the win by Yoontae-sun, getting his first win on this big stage against Jinyu Park.
Yeah, look at him. He is getting his confidence.
The 2% win is real.
Yeah.
It's real. Let's see if he's able to do it in set 2. There was some good plays going on. At first, we thought that it was an easy-peasy game for Jinyu Park, but the Blade Dancer's like, no, I can still put in damage. You used all your combos and cooldowns, now it's my turn.
Yeah.
Goes into his lightning draw and brings the health even. And then there was a mistake done by the assassin. He didn't land some of his stuns, like the Shadow Slash. Good iframes by the assassin, tagging him. This is the first amount of damage done by the assassin, putting him into aerial combo, and then using his lightning rend right away.
This is when he's going to use his second wind, the Blade Dancer, and then continue the attack right now.
Right, there we go. He's like, I'm going to counter you.
And this is the first lightning draw. Oh, it's going to pass.
Yeah, right there.
This is the first lightning draw, and the second lightning draw was amazing.
Able to get some health back.
This aerial, and he doesn't have the cooldown for lightning draw, so he phantom grips to buy time.
Exactly, and then pushes him back to knock him out. Ready? Run, 2, 3. Ah!
And the stun, another aerial, which gives him the cooldown.
Exactly, it was really good play by the Blade Dance. Very calm and cool-headed. A lightning draw. Too bad he wasn't able to finish it off. That would have been crazy for his first appearance, his debut on the big stage. But he still happened to finish it off at the end.
With the Vortex.
With a few seconds left, there we go, with the Vortex.
Yeah. That was very well played by the Blade
right.
Dancer, buying time with Phantom Grips.
Uh-huh.
But you said, you know, it would have been better if you finished them off. That crit damage percent, if it was like 1% higher or 2% higher, it would have finished them off.
Right, exactly. But no, it was, if anything, it was nice that he didn't finish him off.
Yeah.
It added drama to the game. Definitely controlling our hearts.
Giving
like
hope for the
marionette.
98%. Oh, will Jinyu Park win the game with that 1%
Exactly.
health
People are
left?
expecting him to win. Definitely, we felt some confidence by Jinyu Park, but maybe he was too confident. All right, we're going to set 2 between these two. Very exciting matchup. What I expect from the Assassin is for him to use his cooldowns a little bit better. I mean, he would go into Lightning Rend immediately after he webs his opponent. I don't know why he would do that. I feel like that was a sign of being a little bit too brash.
And also his long stealth. Okay.
Going into an aerial combo, yeah.
And I want the Assassin to not use his escapes, 2 escapes, the leap and the stealth, at the same time overlapping.
Right, just now we saw a good stealth used by the Assassin, stunning the Blade Dancer, Yuntae's son, using his Lightning Rend to continue the combo into the close shave. And the Shadow Slash. This stun is forever into the Ice Mine. The Blade Dancer.
And 2 close shaves.
Yeah. That's a long animation, 2 animation, and then right away, another stun. Vortex to try and reflect that. Ankle biter on the floor. Phantom grip. The flower is still up. Lightning draw.
Okay. So he just uses the lightning draw because he didn't want him to use the escape to, you know.
But a good Vortex to re-stun the Assassin. Knocks him up into his own aerial combo. Making the best of the situation right now.
He boots him. Boots on him, yeah. Another aerial. Blitzblade.
Ascend. Phantom grip. Is he going to push him?
He's electrocuting him.
There we
He's
go.
going to buy time for his lightning draw.
Right.
And this Blade Dancer also still has his escape, so he's going to try to save his escape. Okay, now he gets his lightning draw back.
Ice Mine. Frozen. Jinyu Park is trying to get control of this game again. Right now, the Blade Dancer is using his Vortexes fairly well. He's not wasting them. He gets stunned immediately out of the Ice Mine, and the Assassin goes into an aerial combo, as expected from Jinyu Park. Lightning Rend immediately, again, not wasting time, not using all of the webbing stun's time. He goes into it immediately again.
Yeah, and this Blade Dancer used the escape. I was hoping that he could use the escape to get into a combo to finish him off with the lightning draw, but...
Oh, good block by the Blade Dancer. Decoy by the Assassin.
Oh, we're
Camera's going out of control right now.
too much movement.
It's because they're far away from each other. Phantom grip.
All right, this might be actually
some chi.
be able to finish the Assassin off. He has no more escape.
Is the lightning draw
Finish it
able
off.
to crit? Aerial combo,
Aerial
he's going to
combo,
finish
he's
it
gonna
off! This is
with the
done!
Ascend! Okay,
And the Blade Dancer wins 2 games in a row against Jinyu
That
Park.
was amazing.
he did not expect this to happen.
Yeah.
How is Yuntae-san beating Jinyu Park so easily? This guy.
He is just playing it way smarter. He is saving his escape to use it right when he wants to put it into damage, instead of just getting out of the combos.
There is no panic involved. That's right. On the phone it says 2% miracle.
And
It doesn't even
it's
look
happening.
like a miracle.
Yeah, it should have been, 98 for Yuntae-song.
Yeah.
Just seems like.
Just looking at the results, Jinyu Park is definitely a little bit on tilt. He's not sure how to approach this game. At first, all the time, it seems as if Jinyu is a stronger player, but the Blade Dance comes out. This was a great combo by the Blade Dancer. Not Blade Dancer, I'm sorry, the Assassin.
Yeah.
He goes into 2 close shaves and an Ice Mine, brings
Another
the Blade
stun.
Dancer down to like 30% health. Look at that.
Yeah,
Another
then
Shadow
another
Slash, close shave.
2 close shaves.
Ice Mine, there we go. But the Blade Dancer's like, well, let me show you my lightning draw. Another aerial combo. This is when he vortexed and stunned the assassin.
Yeah. Stops it.
Yep. This was also a good combo by the assassin. He timed that very well as soon as he got out of the Ice Mine. But the Phantom Grip, imminent danger.
When you get Phantom Grip by the Blade Dancer and he has a lightning draw, you are going to take damage.
Right, you should be scared for your life. You should just be like, I knew this was going to happen.
And the way this Blade Dancer is playing is he is.
Hold on, this lady's like, I was the 2%.
Oh,
I clicked.
Okay.
That's me. But
And
yeah, go on.
As I was saying, this Blade Dancer is playing it very smart because he is taking out all the assassin's escapes, the flower and the stealth, and then putting in the lightning draw.
Right.
Perfectly timing.
Mental games by Yuntae-son
Yeah.
are very strong. He's not being phased by the presence of Jinyu Park right now. The earlier on we were saying that he had a 2% win just by classes. His win rate is 52%.
Yeah, this is actually working out for him.
Yeah,
This
maybe
Blade
that 2%
Dancer-
is
yeah.
definitely pushing him forward. We are going to go into the third set. Let's see if Yuntae-san will finish it off. All right, the crowd is riled up. Feathers are ruffled.
And I hope the observer
Yeah.
show us the fight better.
Yeah, the observer was just as hectic as what Jinyu Park must be thinking right now. Phantom Grip immediately, as the first flight move, drops down, stunned with an ankle biter into an aerial combo.
With the
Ascend, of
and then
course.
the lightning draw is gonna come out, of course.
And the assassin's not
He
able
is
to do
not
anything.
giving him the chance to use the escape ascend again.
Very good damage by the Blade Dancer first this time. A little bit of change. Ice Mine does not do anything. Jinyu Park sending some butterflies with the Venom Swarm. Shadow Slash, but the Blade Dancer just doing a really good job at reflecting, deflecting, dodging, and everything that you can do as a Blade Dancer to just annoy the assassin.
And the Blade
Body
Dan-
swap.
Oh,
Finally,
nice.
there we go.
Okay. And this is actually very dangerous for the Blade Dancer because this Blade Dancer doesn't have an escape right now, so he's going to take full damage.
Huge damage by the assassin.
Close shave.
Close
There's gonna be
shave.
another stun.
Then the
And
leg sweep. Is
this
he going to
gonna
finish
be
it
a
off? 100 to 0.
Yes!
And it's
Oh
done.
my God!
The assassin's
This is
pissed. He's
Yeah.
like, let me show you what I'm supposed to be doing.
He knows what he's doing. He's like, you don't have an escape. You're dead.
Stop you in your tracks right now. He's going to try to nip this in the bud.
I gave you 2 wins. Now it's my turn.
Yeah. Oh, that was a pretty lady in the audience.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it shows the audience a little bit more. But definitely Jinyu Park showing us the lethality that he has.
Not just
Got
him,
Jinyu.
just Assassin
Yeah.
itself, the class.
Oh, wow. That was exciting. I definitely got goosebumps from that. We
Yeah.
haven't seen a 100 to 0 combination by an assassin like that in a long time.
Yeah, he took like 50% damage in the beginning, and
Yeah.
then he's like, okay, 2 wins and 50% damage.
But look at Yuntae-san. He doesn't seem phased too much. He's like, all right, I'll give you that win. If anything, he's like, yeah, take it. Body swap. This is where it starts. Right now, the Blade Dancer doesn't have an escape. He's just sitting there, unable to get out. He's trying to mash a vortex, anything.
Yeah.
But close
Nothing's
shave,
happening.
and then
Usually,
stun.
yeah, this. It's just. We don't have to explain it. This assassin just knew that this blade dancer has no escape. Just doesn't have to give him time to vortex or backstep. Just continual CCs, and you know the assassin is strong enough for 100.
At the end, he just effed him up. He was just like F click, F click, F click.
That's what I do. If I don't have a tab escape, F. And what else is there? A ZX.
Yeah.
For that whirlwind escape and timed escape. I just spam that. It doesn't work out. Die.
But definitely as the assassin, showing us the strength of an unending combo. We will get into set 4 and see if Jinyu Park will be able to show Yuntae-sun what he's about. All right, you could definitely hear the crowd, the 98% cheering on Jinyu Park. Let's see the first flight again. Last set, Yuntae-sun went the aggressive route and attacked him first.
Goes into stealth, puts down the flower.
Yeah, the
Obvious
Jinyu Park
moves by assassins.
used a decoy, but he did not stun. Ice Mine is down, but he's not going to be able to use Body Swap by the assassin. Goes into his stun combo, aerial, Venom Swarm, and the webbing. Lightning Rend immediately, and another F-click combo again.
Forces the Blade Dancer to use an escape. Now, if the assassin gets another combo with all his cooldowns back, it's going to be another 0 draw.
Right, but this was the general trend for the first and second set. This is how it started, but the Blade Dancer came back with the Phantom Grip, see?
Okay.
He's going to absorb some chi and then perhaps throw him away.
No, he's going to put him into the aerial with the Heavenly Dance with the Ascent.
There we go. Ankle Biter, Lightning
He's just
Rend.
going to go straight into the lightning
Wow,
draw.
a different
Okay.
change of events. No aerial this time, just had him lay down in the lightning draws, lightning field.
Okay.
Aerial now.
But he has no lightning draw. Okay,
Definitely
fine
changing up
time.
his strategy,
Yeah.
playing against this assassin, which is a smart move because the assassin felt as if he had Yuntae-sun figured out, but now he's definitely confused. Venom Swarm into webbing, Lightning Rend again, close
He's
shave.
gonna use his
Is he able to
escape.
get the stunning? Oh,
Okay, there's the escape.
there we go.
Cuts the combo in
Ankle
half.
biter.
Okay, and he got
Defensive stance right now with the blade out, circling around him. Body swap.
body swap. He has no escape. This is gonna
This
be
is
finished.
it.
This is
This is
it
gonna be
for
the
the Blade Dancer.
Aerial combo.
Venom Swarm,
web.
Lightning
Lightning
Rend.
Rend.
And it's
then
gonna
he's going to
just
finish it
him
off.
off.
Good
All
job.
right. Very
Very
good
clean
play.
win by Park Jinyu again. Jinyu Park again, 2-2. Huge matchup. I did not expect it to go all 5 sets.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
To be honest, I just thought Park Jinyu Park was gonna take it 3-0, but
Yeah.
this Blade Dance taking 2 wins itself was
In
a
the
big
beginning.
change.
The comeback, will it be able to be done? I don't know. But the result in the end is still going to be huge for either side. Yuntae-sun coming out and beating the crowd favorite, Jinyu Park, on his first debut, like on the big stage. That's enormous. That's a stage setter right there. Let's look at the highlights. Great movement in the first half. Inevitably, the Blade Dance gets stunned, goes into the combo, and this is just normal for...
This forces the Blade Dancer to use his escape and put some damage in.
This was when it was a little bit different for the Blade
Yeah.
Dancer. He didn't both go into an aerial combo and then finish it with a lightning draw. He just used the lightning draw and just had him laid down there. And there was a little bit of panic by the assassin.
But he
But
knew.
yeah.
But he knew he had no escape.
Finishes
Drops
off.
the body. Finishes it off.
Right.
See, this is the thing. This assassin actually adapted to this Blade Dancer's plays, because the assassin knows that the Blade Dancer is trying to take out both of his escapes, the flower and the stealth, and then put in the lightning draw damage. But now he knows, so
Yeah.
he's just using one, taking some damage, and then taking out the Blade Dancer's one escape that he had to finish him off.
That was very smart play by both sides throughout the 4 sets of
Yeah.
the matchup that we've seen so far.
Changing up
Let's
their
see
strats.
what our last set is going to be. Jinyu Park for the win as predicted, or an upset by Yuntae-sun.
2%.
Yeah, he's definitely stone-faced right now. Trying to keep a strong mental game. This is exciting. All right, let's get straight into it. All right, the tension is high. 2 sets each. Jinyu Park versus Yoontae Sun. For those of guys tuning in now, Yoontae Sun has no prior big stage experience as opposed to the crowd favorite Jinyu Park on the Assassin.
But he was able to take two games.
At first. Goes into iframes, Assassin has to... He uses the leg sweep, stuns him, knocks him down, tags him, web immediately.
Web right away, okay.
And then high wire,
Okay,
we haven't
this is
seen
the
an high
first
wire.
time.
He's going to pull him forward. Got him dazed. Oh, and the
Aerial for the Blade Dancer. This Blade Dancer is smart as well. He's not using his escape.
right, lightning draw immediately. Is he able to stun him? No, he's not. The Assassin back rolls out.
Actually, the Blade Dancer should have continued with his combo, even with just left or right click, because the Assassin had no escape.
He had to tech chase at that moment, but
Yeah.
he didn't. He wasn't able to land it, either because he wasn't confident enough, or he just...
Maybe he thought that he had an escape,
Right.
so he just...
That was kind of cheeky by the Assassin. He used
Yeah.
decoy right away. Yeah. Venom Swarm just...
Okay,
skidded across.
aerial. This might also force the Assassin to use his stealth.
Right, Phantom Grip, but
Yep.
he used his stealth just now to get out of
Okay,
it.
this might be it for it.
Because the
Lightning
Assassin
draw,
just uses
lightning
escape
draw,
and he's not able to
okay.
do it. Lightning draw, he's about to
doing
finish it
He's finishing it
out!
off. I told you that he's the win.
Look at him, he's praying to somebody right now saying thank you because he just beat Jinyu Park, the crowd favorite. He is the 2% miracle, Yoontae Sun. Look at that! The hairs on the back of my neck are raised right now. What a clean win and what a quick win. Jinyu Park
Yeah.
is knocked out.
Of the singles tournament now. He's out.
Young blood proving a point, saying that, you know, I mean,
The
you guys,
percent is just numbers.
yeah, you guys don't know how good I am.
Yeah.
Definitely a name to look out for in the
Woo!
upcoming tournament. Jinyu Park, salty. I can feel the salt. That's oh man.
Yeah, Jinyu Park's win against Blade Dancer was 80%. But
Yeah, let's
now
look at the
it's going
replay.
down.
Aerial combo, ascend, and he uses lightning draw right away, and then into a phantom grip. Nice knockdown again.
Yeah, this was the part where I was kind of,
If you
should have
can,
done
like,
more damage. But, he took
It
the
was a
win.
smart play. He saved his cooldowns. Another ascend aerial combo. Phantom grip. You making him use his stealth, so he's out of his escapes.
Right when his lightning draw comes back.
Right.
That
Bad
was-
timing on the assassin's part, and the lightning draw. Beautiful.
It just seems like this Blade Dancer calculating his time.
So before there was a sign that said God Jinyu, but now it's like from
God
today on,
Yoontae.
it's God Yoontae.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. That's the lady that picked the 2%. She's like, I'm still the 2%.
Yeah.
Next time around, we'll see how that vote changes.
It wasn't even like a 90 to 10. It was 98 to
Yeah.
2.
Nobody knew that this guy would come out and just blow away the crowd and just everybody
Yeah.
watching.
Blade Dancer spins for the win.
He didn't even spin that much either. That was great play by Yoontae Sun. Stay tuned for our next matchup in 5 minutes for Assassin versus Destroyer.
마침내 세상의 경계가 사라진다. 모든 영역을 뛰어넘은 새로운 판. 시작.
All right, welcome back, you guys. We just came back from a 3-2 win by Yoon Tae-sun, the underdog, the new guy.
But he doesn't seem like the new guy. His timing, calculation of escape cooldowns, and his lightning draw cooldowns with the Phantom Grips.
And he was very good at mixing up the game. He evolved with his opponent,
Putting in different kinds of combos.
which is very important. He seems like the veteran, definitely. But I don't want to bring down Jinyu Park too much. Jinyu Park also played a very good game. He was just taken aback by how well this Blade Dancer played. I'm sure next time around he will study this matchup a little bit more, and perhaps next season when they do see each other, or if they do see each other, we might see Jinyu Park come out for the win.
A revenge match.
Right, exactly. That's exciting. Always.
Yeah, but for those of you guys who actually watched the match, this Blade Dancer is not only putting the obvious aerial combo and then the lightning draw.
Right.
He's switching it up so much that this assassin is like, oh, when do I use this escape? When
Exactly.
is the right time?
Good performance by Yoon Tae-sun to set the stage for his next performance. But enough about that. We will see our next matchup between Hyungju Kim and Hyuk-woo Kwon. And that will be the Assassin versus Destroyer.
Yeah.
Wait, before we go into that, brief look at Yoon Tae-sun being really happy right now. Look at that.
I would be too.
Yeah, seriously?
And if he knew that he got 2%,
Yeah.
I would go hug the 2%.
I would hug the 2% as well. I was like, oh my god, that was you.
That was you. Thank
You believed in me. But yeah, our next matchup is Assassin versus Destroyer. We're having an Assassin special today.
Yeah.
And
There's been an assassin every round so far.
let's see what the Assassin's going to do against a Destroyer this time. But
Yeah.
tell us a little bit more about the players in the classes. Take it away before our introduction.
Oh yeah,
we might get cut off.
So this Hyungju Kim, this assassin is actually a Blade Master and a KFM player for Team IDEFs in the tag team tournament match. But he actually brought out the assassin because I don't know the real reason. I'll have to ask him. But I'm assuming that since the assassin is going on a trend for a singles
Right.
PvP, they're saying that he's so strong with a lot of escapes, mobility, with able to do 0 to 100 combos. That's why I'm assuming he brought out the assassin, and he's a pro, so he's confident. Let's see the video first.
암살자를 플레이하고 있는 암살자 김영주라고 합니다. 김신겸, 저보다 못해서요. 일단 이번에 태그 매치는 검사로 올라오고 개인전은 암살자로 하게 됐는데 건사는 다음에 또 보여드릴 예정이니까 응원 많이 해주셨으면 좋겠습니다. 마음 편안하게 건사 보여드릴 수 있게 열심히 하겠습니다.
블레드 선수로부터 2015 코리아 세전 투어 영광의 우승 아이덴스 리건사 권혁우입니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 이번 대회 개인전 역사로 참가한 권혁우라고 합니다. 최성진 선수가 라이벌이라고 생각되고요. 최성진 선수가 좀 오래전부터 역사를 계속 플레이했기 때문에 저도 배운 점은 많고 역사를 플레이한 지 얼마 안 됐기 때문에 기존의 역사들과는 좀 다른 면이 있는 것 같습니다. 우승을 한번 해봤기 때문에 이번 대회도 꼭 우승하고 싶습니다.
Alright, we got to see the introductions. We explained a little bit about Kim Young-ju and the trend lately of the Assassins. Kim Young-ju is originally a Kung Fu master, I'm assuming.
His main.
Right, his main is Kung Fu master. Here he is on the blue side. He went through the preliminaries with 1 loss only. He is Season 1 and Season 2, both qualifiers and round of 16 winner or loser, depending on how you want to think about it. But he still made it to the big stage twice and definitely has a lot of experience behind his back, pushing him on, egging him on. And then tell us a little bit more about the red side.
All right. This Destroyer Kwon Hyung-woo, as you just saw in the video, he is the Season 2 winner. And I'm pretty sure you talked about Hyungju Kim's experience, but Hyung-woo Kwon's experience, you can't, not mention it because he
Right.
is the winner.
Exactly.
He is the winner, the first place. And his rival, what he considers rival, is
Sungjin Choi. Oh wait, let's check this guy
Okay.
out really quick. He went through the preliminaries a little bit shaky with 2 losses, but he's still season 2 champion, so
Yeah.
he's just like, whatever.
that's all.
Preliminaries-
That's all.
Yeah.
That you need to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Champion.
So what we were talking about before in the introduction videos, he was like, yeah, I consider my rival Sungjin Choi from GC Busan. If you guys follow the tag team tournament, Kwon Hyuk-woo is part of winners, and they are definitely rivals in the tag team tournament. But unfortunately, Sungjin Choi of GC Busan was in this singles tournament, but got knocked out last week,
Yeah.
so we won't be able to see that rival game, unfortunately. But yeah, tell us. Oh, look at that!
Okay, look at that. But
What was your prediction early on again?
well, I thought I said that Hyuk-woo Kwon would have the upper hand because he's champion.
Right.
Yeah, that
But
you know. But if you look at, let me tell you the percentages of Kim Hyung-ju against a destroyer and Kwon Hyuk-woo against an assassin. Okay, so Kim Hyung-ju, this assassin, versus a destroyer, has 100% win rate, as well as Kwon Hyuk-woo against an assassin has also a 100% win rate
during the
this season.
2016 preliminaries.
So I want to see what happens this matchup.
And 2015 records as well are pretty outstanding.
Yeah, actually, but 2015, Kim Hyung-ju came in with the KFM, so
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So he didn't play as an assassin. So
Right, there is no basis off
Yep.
of that. But he definitely knows how to play against a destroyer. So we will see how it will turn out for our first set of our third matchup today. Let's go straight into it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Especially because the last matchup was so crazy.
yeah.
All right, 2 well-known established players against each other. Assassin versus Destroyer. This matchup, what does this look like to you?
To be honest, this assassin, as long as he puts down, he gets good knockdowns when the destroyer is spinning, he might have the advantage.
Definitely, because oh, there we go. Good shadow slash into the knockdown. He's using his searing strikes for some resists.
Already
Used it
uses
very-
his
yeah.
searing strike.
Used it right away in the beginning. Spin, knocks him down with the axe sweep.
He tried to stun him with his stone shield, but it didn't work out.
Ice Mine to freeze the Destroyer, trying to set up the stage again. Now, mind you, this assassin is originally a Kung Fu Master, and he wants to show us Kung Fu Master plays later on. But for now, he said, let me show you what Assassin's all about. But he's getting wrecked by the Destroyer right now. Wasn't able to capitalize on the Ice Mine earlier on.
Still doesn't have any escapes left yet. So
Uses his escape just now when he got knocked down.
that was a timed escape,
Right,
actually.
exactly.
Yeah.
Gets pulled in by the Destroyer. Hyuk-woo Kwon just having his way.
Yeah.
Assassin from before versus Jinyu Park's assassin versus Hyungju Kim. Jinyu, although he lost, he
Showed some great plays.
yeah, he still showed us some great plays, and Hyungju Kim is not doing too well right now.
Like,
Using himself Ice Mine.
like you mentioned, this assassin this is not his main.
Right. We are seeing a lot less mobility. Seems very blunt. I don't know. He needs to sharpen up his game a little bit. We've seen this whip for the first time right now.
Spinal tap to stun him.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that in a while.
exactly. Well, in this matchup
Yeah.
at least.
But if you see the health difference, even though the destroyer has heals, he still did more damage
Yeah.
to the assassin.
Exactly. He didn't even have to heal that much. Good.
Okay, that was just boot. Yeah.
That was
Boot for knockback
pretty
and stun
clean
and
by Hyuk-woo Kwon as the last year's world Korean champions.
Yeah, not world.
Right. Oh, she got the fish on a stick.
Oh yeah, they brought the.
It's actually a tuna.
Yep.
Right? That's what chamchi is.
Yeah.
Chamchi is tuna in Korean.
Yeah.
But victory by Hyuk-woo Kwon, fairly simple. Kim Hyung-ju hasn't showed us anything outstanding so far. He was just walking around. I don't know why you're even walking around. You
Yeah.
have so much mobility. You got the flower, you got charges, you got the back charge.
And when he's doing his assassin combo, he's just doing the obvious ones that
Yeah.
you know, if you played Assassin a little bit, everybody could do.
He has to go into stealth more often as well. He has to use a Shroud to go into stealth. He didn't even use his Lotus Fury that much. Gets grabbed by the Destroyer fairly early on in the game. Knocked up, pile drive, boom. And then the timed escape into another stun. What's he doing?
And then now he gets his escape.
The leg sweep into a decoy?
But didn't work out.
Yeah,
Stun.
I feel like his game sense as an assassin is not on point for this first set. Let's see if he's able to sharpen it up for the second one.
That tuna hurts.
Yeah, the tuna does hurt. The tuna is real. Tuna to the face. Yeah, the comic's like, the tuna kills the assassin.
Yep.
Destroyer very calm.
But you know, he always looks like that, even
Yeah.
in attack.
It's true. It's true.
It seems like he's daydreaming. It just seems
man.
like.
Just having a good time, dreaming the dream during the day because the assassin's not being able to do anything. Set 2, what has to change? I feel like the assassin needs to be a little bit more mobile.
Yeah, more mobile, more downs. He has to hit his knockdown.
Yeah.
That is the only way.
All right, so the prediction is 65-35. The crowd expected Hyungju Kim to win, but it doesn't look like that now.
Well, I told you.
First
Kyogo
flight,
Pawn.
body swap, but he's not able to do anything about it because Searing strikes into iframes to counter the assassin. Use his Shadow Slash, but doesn't hit him.
But actually, right now is the time for Assassin to be aggressive because the Destroyer has no more escapes. So right now is the time. Before 10 seconds.
Gets pulled in by the Destroyer. Sorry about that. Axe sweep, knock up, pile drive. Going to grab him? Nope.
He
gets pulled in again.
He's not able to capitalize on the Destroyer while he has no escape. Now he gets it back.
Right, he's a little bit scared right now. Body swap. Going into simple combo. Lotus Fury, Ice Mine. He's not very scary at all, is he?
This assassin doesn't seem like an assassin.
He doesn't. This is very poor play by the assassin compared to the other assassin games that we've seen so far. Good lightning rend. Okay, this is somewhat assassin-like so far. Continuing a stun.
Good.
Very good.
Good
now,
damage. Is he going to be able to take the set?
Body swap. Another stun. Continuing on. Oh,
forces that Destroyer's escape. But
oh,
assassin,
good
yes,
knockdown
knockdown
again. Webbing. Is he going to finish it off with the Venom Swarm? Lightning Rend. He misses it. He's not able to stun him.
But as long as he gets another down with the airborne,
there we go.
He is going to weapon. Not going to weapon. Just finish it off because he has no more escape. Just go in.
Let's see if he's able to finish it off. Lotus Fury.
He still has well-timed 18 seconds.
Right now he has to wait for it.
All right, he times it.
Time
He airbornes it. He's going to finish it off.
Yeah. There we go. Good job of the assassin. Towards the end, his engine warmed up and he was able to finally get to higher speeds on the highway. Seemed like he was like a turtle in the beginning, but definitely shaking the rust off and showing us what an assassin is supposed to look like.
Yeah, against a Destroyer. That knockdown, as I mentioned before, hit the knockdowns on the Destroyer. Then you'll have that
window, that opening, and you have to continue it. Because the Destroyer, if you don't do that, what are you going to do?
Yeah, if he spins, he's immune to everything. So
Good Ice Mine, and then time that well to stun him again into an aerial. This is where the combo started. Goes
if you
into
notice,
Lightning Rend.
Destroyer doesn't have an escape, just has to take damage.
Close shave, knocks him down again. There we go. Continuing his lightning, Shadow Slash stun combo.
But if you notice that Tech Chase was perfect. He used escape back rolled, but then he's body swapped.
Yeah, beautiful. This is what we'd like to see.
Yeah.
This is what we expect to see.
That's
the
split
first
second.
Yeah, decision making. The first set, it just seemed like he was walking around. But now this is what an assassin is supposed to be doing. There should be more instant moves. And by moves, I mean whatchamacallit, mobility.
Quick movements,
Yeah,
swap,
yeah.
body swaps,
There we go.
stealth.
Let's see how the third set is going to look. Destroyer is fairly playing on point. He's doing what the Destroyer is supposed to do,
Yeah.
but if he wants to win it, he needs to not get knocked down too much. I'm not sure. All right, you let me know what the Destroyer has to do as soon as we get into the game,
Yeah.
into set 3. All right, set 3. They're going to go into first flight and see who gets the first blood. Now tell me, what does the Destroyer have to do?
Well, the Destroyer also has to use his Typhoon at the right time to not get knocked down, and as well as he has to grab at the perfect timing before the assassin goes into stealth or when he gets out of the stealth.
Right. Well,
that is the only chance.
Let's look at the game right now. The assassin doing pretty well, playing aggressive again. This is what we like to see. Lotus Fury both going into iframes. We just saw a Searing Strike by the Destroyer. They are both out of their 4 or 5 second immune. Good stun by the. That was the Judgment Cleave combo. Action cancel. Typhoon. That's right. This is more aggressive play by the Destroyer. Tagged by the assassin now. Pulls him in, but the assassin goes into stealth.
Gets knocked down.
Using his Searing Strikes again immediately, but the assassin does not go into any
Now
attack.
the Destroyer has no more escapes. This is gonna be just a continual combo for the assassin.
Oh, good spin though.
Good spin.
He was able to get out of it, but the assassin.
Spinal tap to stun him.
Right, body swap.
Body
and
swap,
continues the attack.
He still doesn't have an escape, the Destroyer, so if this assassin gets just one more knockdown or body swaps or stuns or aerial, he might have the chance to just finish this Destroyer off.
Lightning Rend, is he going to use another? He goes into a close shape and he's going to finish it off.
Finish it off! Nice.
That's good combo by the assassin. Before in the middle, when the Destroyer used his Searing Strikes to try and, you see his hands shaking. A lot of adrenaline running through him right now. Yeah, but going back to the game, we saw the Destroyer use his Searing Strike a second time, and that was an iffy situation. He used it too early, and it created a window for the assassin to go into his combo. Fortunately, the Destroyer was able to stop it with a Hurricane in the middle.
Yeah.
But the assassin didn't skip a beat and just continued on right where he left off. Let's go into the highlights soon. We're going to be able to see that happen right away. Breaking the shield, going into a stun, knocked him down. Lightning Rend, close shave. And that's the Hurricane that stopped the combo, but the assassin goes right away into it.
That knockdown.
Beautiful knockdown. And then into the body swap.
See, the thing is, even though he just spins with the Hurricane, it's not going to work because he has so many knockdowns.
Right, he has knockdowns and he has decoy. It's the same thing as fighting against the Blade Dancer. Using his Lightning Rend and then the F-click combo to finish it off.
Kicks him in the butt, though. You saw that?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just kicked him.
Just being a little bit cheeky.
Yeah.
But,
see, the Destroyer, as I said before, he has to time his Typhoons at the right time. He can't waste it. That is a valuable resistance.
Definitely, definitely. Right now, the champion of last year is in a bad situation, fighting against Kim Hyung-ju, or Hyung-ju Kim. I'm so used to saying the last name first. Yeah, so Hyung-ju Kim definitely in the mode now. He's in the flow of the game. Maybe he'll finish it off 3-1.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. We're going to into set 4. Alright, we could hear the crowd saying, "Go Destroyer!" Let's see if the Destroyer will be able to listen to the crowd and come back for a 2-2 even playing ground. The Destroyer is able to put in more damage using his Searing Strike, and then the Assassin going into Lotus Fury, both of them using their iframes, and a very well-timed Ice Mine by the Assassin.
And the Assassin already used his leave, so he'll have... Okay.
Sorry, that was a Lightning Rend to go into a stun, and a knock-up Venom Swarm Webbing. Good timing by the Assassin.
Yeah, but that was kind of a weird combo. It
Yeah.
didn't put in that much damage.
Yeah, he's just doing it to buy time.
Yeah.
Very good resists by both sides. Axe
Okay,
sweep.
stun and the grab. Here we go. But unfortunately, this assassin has the stealth escape, so he is going to stealth out.
The assassin has tagged him so that he's able to go up, but the tag goes away while he was in the grab by the destroyer. Good shadow slash to knock him down. Not able to exploit it though. Goes into stealth. A little bit. There we go. That's what I was looking for. You tag him so that you can use
the teleport like right behind him. Yeah.
the
All right,
bolt
so he
strike.
just used his Typhoon to put in some damage.
Searing
but
strikes again. Why would you use searing strikes then? I don't understand. Body swap into the ice mine. Definitely taking control of the game right now. The flow of the game. Going in. Lightning red. Oh, never mind. Stuns him into the air. Venom swarm already into the webbing.
But this isn't very critical because he still hasn't escaped.
Oh, but he used a shadow slash to knock him down right at that moment. He caught him, but he's not able to do too much.
Stuns him. It's gonna force him into. Okay, grabs him, throws him up in the air.
Pile drive.
Pile drive, and he's going to stun him again. But he's.
Oh, pulls
There
him
we
in
go.
again.
Forces that stealth escape.
But body swap and goes into a combo of his own. Destroyer did a very good job earlier on.
But it's okay because Destroyer, when he gets down, he's gonna.
Oh no, but he got caught in the mine.
He puts down the flower.
Yeah, the assassin is doing a very good job trying to take control of the game again.
He actually just used one escape.
And the flower going into Lotus Fury. Saw a reactionary Searing Strike. And then a Hurricane. Ember Stomp.
He just used his first escape as well. The
Typhoon.
Typhoon, okay, he's gonna
And then
pull him in, knock him down.
Knock him down with the axe sweep, but he stealths out of it.
This assassin has no more escape for 10 seconds. He gets his flower back in 10 seconds. So, as long as he lasts.
Oh, he's stunned.
Is he going to finish it off, the Destroyer?
No,
But
I don't
I'm pretty
think
sure
so.
he's not going to finish it off. So when he gets out of this combo, if he's not dead, the Destroyer is going to kill the assassin.
Oh my goodness.
He has no
Is
more
that the
escape.
end
The
of it,
Destroyer is
Destroyer?
going to die because he has no more escape.
What was going on there? Did the assassin... What I was expecting was the Destroyer to actually use either an escape or Hurricane out of it, but he wasn't able to because the assassin didn't give him time. He chased him, he caught him. I was very caught off guard just now. I did not expect the Destroyer to melt down like that.
He had more than 50% of his health.
Exactly.
He just died.
A little bit disappointing on from Kwon Hyogu Kwon. Tell me a little bit about set 3. We're going to see the highlights soon, but in the middle of it, what changed?
All right, let me tell you. The assassin actually was playing it very well, taking out the Destroyer's escapes. But there was one point where the Destroyer used his Typhoon, kind of wasted it.
Let's look at the highlights really quick. There's the Typhoon. It was well played then.
Yeah.
But when he still has a middle left. This was a good Judgment Cleave combo after he pulled him in and grabbed him. This is when he took out a lot of the assassin's health into the pile drive. And all he had to do was put in one more combo.
One more hit.
One
Not
more
even
hit,
combo,
really.
Yeah.
But the assassin was playing it well. He put down a crucial ice mine towards the end. We're going to see it soon. He stealths out. There we go.
Okay,
Good stun.
So this is when he has no more escape, the Destroyer. So
Right.
he's going to have to take full damage. But I didn't expect him to just melt
Right.
down like that.
Exactly. Toe shave, and he's going to go into the leg sweep after the combo. That was it. Shadow slash again.
Yep. The assassin actually was able to finish him because he didn't make a mistake
Right.
during the combo.
And
If he made one mistake, the combo would have ended.
Let's say he missed his shadow slash. Then that would have been the game changer. But no, he was very calm and collected. Definitely beat Hyogu Kwon easily, I feel. The first set was a little bit different. The first set was like, what's going on? But afterwards, Hyungju Kim definitely went into a better place and took the show.
Yeah, and this shows how talented Hyungju Kim is, because his main is KFM. This assassin is probably his third character, because he plays Blade Master also for the tag team.
And Kung Fu Master as his main.
So
we're excited to see what he's going to play next season. But right now, we just witnessed a 3-1 win against the champion of last year. We will see the next matchup after 7 minutes. Stay tuned.
마침내 세상의 경기가 사라진다. 모든 영역을 뛰어넘은 새로운 판 시작합니다. 내 손안의 생활 플랫폼 신한카드 판. 생활의 판을 바꾸다. 마침내 세상의 경계를 넘어선 새로운 판이 시작된다. 신한카드 판. 생활의 판을 바꾸다.
뭐 하시나? 마법쓰레기 어딨어? 이기는 장땡이지. 이러면 곤란해.
NC 다이노스 파이팅! 우리 함께 행진해요.
Alright, hi you guys. Welcome back to 2016 singles tournament Korea played in Seoul. We just saw the third matchup between Kyungju Kim and Hyegu Kwon. Kyungju Kim being the assassin, who in the first game looked as if he was, he had lead in its boots, if he is wearing boots. I'm pretty sure those are just, tang-tangs. But towards the end, he definitely warmed up his engine and was able to speed past the Destroyer, who happens to be the champion of last year. Let's look at this match. Look at the highlights really quick. What do you think the Destroyer should have done, or didn't do rather, throughout the last match?
Overall, in the sets he lost, he had some times where he wasted his escape or used it too late after taking too much damage. So, just this match, he should have used his escape better.
Right, exactly. That's probably the one big vital problem that he had was...
Because he has 2 escapes.
Yeah. Those are crucial for him to try and survive the longest. The last match was actually the most disappointing because he was able to get the assassin to very little health, but just not able to capitalize on it. He was out of his escapes. He still had his Typhoon, but just not able to use it.
You could say that the assassin played it well, or the destroyer wasted his escape. So either way,
the assassin just generally played better. Now the next matchup will be Force Master versus Kung Fu Master. Now who is the Force Master for the last matchup?
We already said it, Jae-sung.
Yes, another crowd favorite. Tell us a little bit about Jae-sung Lee.
Well, do I have to really tell you about Jae-sung? He has so many previous records of winning, placing second, third, world champion, being the world champion as well in 2014. 2015, he won the Korea's champion. He was the Korea champion.
Right, he's very decorated.
Yeah, so he's very decorated, and I just want to get into the percentages a little bit.
Yeah, in a little bit. We're going to go into introduction videos soon, though.
All right.
So let's touch up on Kim Soo-won, the Kung Fu Master, as soon as the introduction videos are done. But right, Jae-sung Lee is very decorated, but the Kung Fu Master as well. He has an ace up his sleeve.
You think so?
Yeah, let me explain that to you a little bit later because of the history of Jae-sung Lee.
용인지 캐릭을 하고 있는 김수환입니다. 같이 예선을 나온 팀원들이 같이 붙지 못해가지고 저 혼자 붙게 됐는데 그래도 제가 이제 팀 대표이기도 하고 개인전으로 올라오기도 했는데 일단 팀원들 목까지 해서 열심히 해가지고 좋은 선택 내도록 노력해보겠습니다. 개인전도 열심히 준비해가지고 권사도 이제 이 정도의 비문을 할 수 있다라는 걸 이제 배워가실 수 있도록 노력해보겠습니다. 2014년 한국 최강자전 3등, 2014년 월드 챔피언십 우승, 2015년 코리아 시즌 1 준우승, 2015년 코리아 시즌 2 4등, 그리고 2015년 월드 챔피언십 3등, 그리고 이번에 2016년 시즌 1 기공사를 플레이하고 있는 이재성입니다. 라이벌의 기준이 만약에 뭐 동직업이다 하면은 아무래도 윤정우 선수가 라이벌이죠. 왜냐면 지금 본선도 기공사로서는 이렇게 둘이서 올라갔고 그 전부터도 굉장히 경쟁을 많이 했어요, 정우랑. 그래서 굳이 라이벌을 찾는다면 저한테는 정우가 가장 큰 라이벌이지 않나. 예전에는 우승, 돈, 명예 이런 거였다면 지금은 좋은 모습, e스포츠인으로서의 좋은 자세 그런 걸 보여주고 싶습니다.
Alright, we got to see the introduction videos. Let's look at the blue side. Soo-han Kim as the Kung Fu Master. Definitely another favorite for today because he is the only Kung Fu Master of the tournament. He made it through the preliminaries with 2 losses. Another iffy drive-by. One of those losses is to a Force Master, actually. So tell us a little bit about his percentages.
Well, this season, just in this preliminary, he went against Force Master, and his win rate is actually 0%.
Because the one game that he played, no, he played 2 games, right?
He went up against 2,
and those were his 2 losses.
And it's 0%. So I want to I want this KFM to actually, you know, get that 0 out of the statistics. Yeah.
All right, and on the right side, the red side, our favorite, Jae-sung Lee, as Force Master, only has 1 loss in the preliminaries. And as we mentioned before, very decorated throughout the 2015 and 2014
Yeah,
season.
they can't even fit it all.
Yeah. But, so what we were talking about before is Kung Fu Master generally has a disadvantage fighting against the Force Master. Just looking at the statistics, can you let us know about that?
Yeah. So in previous tournaments, there was a statistics about a Force Master against a Kung Fu Master, and the Force Master has a 68.8% win percent.
For games or sets?
Games in total. For sets, it's a 64%. So basically, they play. The Force Master actually wins 57 games out of 57 wins and 32 losses.
That's a
overall.
lot.
Yeah. So
looking at the live predictions, we see Jae-sung Lee taking it with 93%. Not as big compared to Jinyu Park versus Yoon-tae Son, but definitely the crowd favorite. And we're going to go into set 1. I wanted to mention before that Jae-sung Lee, though, has a bad experience fighting against Kung Fu Master.
Yeah.
He has a high win rate against Kung Fu Masters, like 8 wins, 1 loss, but that 1 loss was at a semi-final.
Yeah.
So he definitely has a little bit of trauma. And, you know, we're not trying to troll you or anything, but who knows, he might lose against Suhan Kim if he's not able to, you know, overcome that. So let's go straight into set 1. All right, everybody's excited for our last matchup, and probably the most exciting. Actually, I'm not sure if this match is going to be able to beat our second matchup.
Yeah.
But starts it off with the Phantom Grip and a bucket on his head. Very slow play, freezing him in place. Kung Fu Master not being able to do anything. Goes
Fine Veil.
Very slow play right now, just poking him. Glacial Beam, using his second wind immediately. Kung Fu Master early on in the game gets frozen.
Airborne.
Knock-up by the Kung Fu Master.
Kung Fu Master airborne combo is the scariest. And because he could put in, and right now, I just want to say that the Force Master has no escape, so he's going to just continuously get stunned.
This is huge damage done by Suhan Kim. Right now, he is the leader of IDEPS, and he's not as decorated as Jae-sung Lee right now, but he's definitely showing us that he might become the next veteran player. Jae-sung Lee is down by 50%, using his second win just now. Stunning the Kung Fu Master, though, from long range with Glacial Beam. Re-knock-up.
He has no escape, so this Meteor Strike is going to do a lot of damage.
That's huge damage.
Yeah.
He had to get out of it, but he wasn't able to. He's not using his counters
but
very
he
well.
airbornes him, but this Force Master already used his escape again.
Up, good ice defensive stance by the Force Master.
Okay, nice Rising Dragon to put him in the combo. Is he going to try?
Void Blast wasn't able to
Okay,
hit.
triple kick, airborne. He's just gonna put him down into the ground and finish the game.
Kung Fu Master takes the first win. Not expected by a lot of people. This is going to be probably another upset compared to the second matchup with Yoon-tae Son.
Yeah, the 98-2.
Yeah, 97-3. Suhan Kim showing us that Kung Fu Master is still alive and kicking.
Yeah, and as I mentioned before, this KFM, why his aerial is scarier than other classes is because if you have no escape and you go into an aerial, he comes down, you have another tremor. You go up, you come down, you have a knockdown. You go up, you come down, you have a Rising Dragon. So you have an unlimited amount of CCs to just keep hitting you.
Seemingly unlimited. We saw it almost an unlimited looking combo by the Assassin in the last matchup, and we saw it again right now by the KFM. Right now, he looks like he's in a bad situation, stuck in that meteor shower. The Force Master missing his targeted shots. He's attacking it in the middle of the air. Ice bursts out, frees the KFM, but the KFM is able to Rising Dragon out of it. There we go.
Triple kick.
Knocks him out
triple kick
to the head. And then another time, oh no, he doesn't have to. 'cause he's dead.
he didn't.
But that's what we would have expected had the Force Master had a little bit more health left.
He would have just tremored and finished it off anyways.
Right, Jae-sung Lee, definitely the veteran. He is probably, he has been in this field for the longest on the big stage, but Soo-han Kim,
fairly new.
Right.
Not totally new, but
right, definitely giving Jae-sung a run for his money.
yeah.
Let's go into set 2. The crowd cheering on Jae-sung Lee, wanting him to win, but at the same time, Kung Fu Master putting up a good fight.
Yeah. And I just want to mention the first set, Jae-sung kind of not wasted, but used his escape at the wrong time, which
Right.
gave the KFM
the opportunity. All right, we're going to get ready into set 2. Yeah, the crowd is fired up. There is a battle within the audience between who is able to cheer on their favorite player louder. Soo-han Kim versus Jae-sung Lee. Soo-han Kim took the first set. Jae-sung Lee,
Okay, he goes with the aerial, but this is not too critical.
Right. No need to get on the edge of your seats. However, he's doing a pretty good job right now. Knocks him down again.
Okay, another aerial. See, this is he is waiting for him to use
Look
his
at
game.
that.
This
Kung Fu
KFM.
Master is playing very technically. Timing well.
Triple kick, nice, airborne. Jae-sung is not using his escape because Kung Fu Master is also waiting as well. But
what is Jae-sung Lee doing?
What is happening?
He's like a ragdoll right now. Is there going to be a technical difficulty pause? I feel like Jae-sung Lee isn't doing anything. It's as if the keyboard is broken.
What is he?
Good counter.
Yeah, good counter, the glacial beam. He freezes himself.
Goes into the ice cold and then frost armor.
He gets out right away.
Doesn't need long range phantom grip. Knocks him down with the void blast.
Okay, aerial.
And then another phantom grip. Is there going to be a meteor shower coming in?
A re-knock up.
Oh, okay, never mind. Throws in again,
Okay,
doing some more damage.
Jae-sung is just
another knockup though. Is this going to be it? I feel like he might finish this off. Nope.
Okay.
Good resist just now by Force Master, but he uses his second wind. Missed the triple kick. Unfortunate. That could have finished him off.
Impact, push him back. Aerial.
Good
This
job.
actually might
This is
finish
the aerial.
KFM.
This is resisted by the Kung Fu Master just now. This is up for grabs for both people. The impact to
And no, he's just gonna finish him off because if he doesn't get this, okay, but the triple kick puts him in the stun. Tremor, aerial. He's gonna put
knock
it
him
down,
down
and finish him off.
Jae-sung Lee is out for 2 games. What is going on?
What happened? Jae-sung was saving his escape because the KFM was waiting as well for Jae-sung to use his escape. So he didn't use his escape, but he was taking small amounts of damage continuously.
Right.
Saving his escape.
He was just being a little bit too cautious and it crept up on him. Soo-han Kim, definitely a much better player than we expected. I mean, his team, SWAT, they're known as the anchovy team because they sort of look like anchovies altogether.
Okay, yeah.
It's not, don't quote us on that. That's not our words. But yeah, it's definitely showing that the anchovy's packing a punch as the Kung Fu Master is taking both sets. Aerial combo, bringing the Force Master down below 50% already from the start, and 2 minutes left into the game. So simple. And then this is when the Force Master is able to come back and put some more damage and even up the playing field. Re-knock up just now, timing his attacks.
And you can see that the Force Master's damage is very strong.
Right. Goes into the Glacial Beam, is able to freeze him into place, and that's when he forces the KFM to go into a second wind. This is when we thought the Force Master was able to finish it off, but...
Yeah. Right now, the KFM, that triple kick.
Yeah, knocks him out, knocks him up, and then knocks him down.
And knocks him up, and knocks him down.
Yeah, there we go. Beautiful play by the Kung Fu Master towards the end. He kept his calm. On the other hand, Jae-sung Lee is looking a little bit lazy. He should have done his homework.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to, play bad on his debut on the big stage again after last season.
Yeah.
Especially because he has a lot of people rooting for him. But let's see if he's able to turn it around for set 3 and show us the quality and class that he has, that we know he has. Suwon Kim though,
yeah, like I just want to say this KFM, regardless of everything else he's doing, that triple kick.
well
just
timed.
watch out for that triple kick this set also. He put in like 3 triple kicks last set.
Alright, we're going to go straight into set 3. Let's hope that Chae Sung Lee is able to come back and win it to try and go for the comeback. Alright, Chae Sung Lee needs to sharpen up his game.
Let me just say, I just hope Chae Sung gets this set.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
He has to. I mean, like, even if he doesn't, that's fine. But we still have expectations from Chae Sung Lee to perform a little bit better than what he's doing right now.
He's such a veteran that he shouldn't just get a 3-0.
Right.
But here we go with another aerial.
He charges
a re-airborne with the tab.
There we go.
Rising Dragon to pull him into a stun. Aerial again. And he's gonna use Tremor now. Okay, he's just gonna put it down.
Right, the Kung Fu Master is playing much better. The Ice Burst not doing anything to the KFM. You normally want to save that Ice Burst to try and do something like stun or freeze, but no, that doesn't do anything. He gets the Glacial Beam in.
Okay, so this is
there's another Glacial Beam.
But that second wind brings out the combo.
He forces the Kung Fu Master to use a second wind, which is good. The flow of the game has shifted towards Chae Sung. Right now he's doing a better job.
Triple kick missed.
That's good.
That was good.
That was the lethal instigator for the first 2 sets, but he missed it, giving Chae Sung a chance to put him into a Phantom Grip and poke him some more. There we go, re-knock
It's
up.
gonna be a re-knock up right there. Finish. He's gonna be able to finish him off.
There we go, good job, Chae Sung. That's what we wanted.
Very clean win. This is actually what I expected from the start, but you know, maybe he's just giving us a good show. Who knows?
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
that would be
who knows?
some genius play.
Yeah.
Lose 2 games, he's like, all right, I'm gonna turn it on now.
Okay.
Watch out, Suhan.
Flip the switch on.
Yeah, I hope so. That would be
Yeah.
great. Chae Sung Lee definitely showing us what he's able to do, capable of doing, but at the same time, he capitalized on the mistakes of Suhan Kim. Suhan missed his triple kick, which was pretty vital.
And forced him to use the second wind. Then he just went into attack mode.
Right. Chae Sung Lee hit all of his Glacial Beams on the dot, on point, and forced Suwon Kim to go into his second wind. Let's go to the replay. This is the Glacial Beam that he used, and then second wind. There we go. And another counter, but it's to no avail. What you gonna do?
He sidesteps to try to resist. Tries to counter, but doesn't work. Phantom Grips. And airborne, and this re-knock up and the airborne by the Force Master is so much damage that the KFM
continues
cannot
on.
live through that.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
But this is only the 3rd set. We still have a potential 2 more sets to go. This is our last matchup, and most likely going to be extremely exciting. Suhan Kim is 1 set away from
knocking Chae Sung out of this tournament.
Exactly. That's a huge statement to a lot of the people watching, and a huge statement for his teammates to trust the leader of SWAT, and definitely might boost morale, because we all know that in the tag team tournament, SWAT isn't in a good situation right now.
They need some confidence boost.
Oh, fun fact, Chae Sung Lee also... Oh wait, let's go into that a little bit later, because we're going to go into our 4th set.
Woo!
Right. Quickly before we get to action, Chae Sung Lee also wanted to get into the tag team tournament, but his team wasn't able to qualify, which is why he's not in it.
It's a sad story.
Sad story. But he's concentrating on the one-on-one tournament right now, putting Suhan Kim into a Phantom Grip.
Getting kicked in the face as well.
Suhan Kim using his second wind just now after he got hit with the Glacial Beam.
Rising Dragon. But this also uses makes the Force Master use his escape.
Right.
And he's
Force
putting in
Master
damage.
stuff as well. Aerial combo.
There's gonna be another CC with but he was that a rollback? Yeah, he rolled back. He couldn't pick up on that tech chase, the KFM.
Very good plays by Suwon Kim so far, but Jae-sung Lee staying alive by a small margin.
Nice frost armor, that flurry missed.
Good knockback by the Force Master.
Uses the escape right away again, the KFM, but also capitalizes, being able to put him in the aerial. Doesn't continue the combo. Rising Dragon.
He's very smart
combo.
right now. He was able to re-stun the Force
Followed
Master.
by Tremor. Okay, no Tremor.
No Tremor.
He
Countered that, stunned the Force Master, forcing the Force Master to go into his second wind. Jae-sung Lee is in a bad situation right now because the KFM has 10 seconds left before his escape is done.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Force Master
And he's already
is not
stunned again,
able-
Tremor. He's gonna be airborne.
Right
He's
now,
gonna be airborne.
Airborne
He's
is
gonna get
finish
it down and it's gonna finish it.
That's it!
No.
Jae-sung Lee is out of the tournament. Kung Fu Master goes
my
on to the next
God.
round of 8. Jae-sung Lee not able to do anything.
This is what's so scary about the KFM.
Right, well, you were talking about the KFM's combo before. Jae-sung Lee was out of his escape because he wasn't able to stun the Kung Fu Master. The Kung Fu Master reflected it. That was the start of the death of Jae-sung Lee and the knockout of Jae-sung Lee
from this tournament.
Oh no, the crowd favorite. Well, I mean, like, I guess he could concentrate more on streaming now and probably help us out. But definitely a little bit disappointed that he's not able to continue on and show us more veteran plays.
Yeah.
Let's look at the highlights. Knockdown, leg sweep by the Kung Fu Master, rise up.
So even up to now, it wasn't that big of a deal that he was taking some damage.
Phantom grip, frozen. Leg sweep again by the Kung Fu Master. That was a freeze by the Kung Fu Master.
Yeah, so starting now, Tremor combo, and then the aerial, and just finishes it off.
Good. Bye. Oh.
Yeah.
That was a 7% miracle.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, these predictions.
And remember, I told you, Suwon Kim's win rate against Force Master was 0.
Yeah.
But now it's not.
Brought it up, and the choke is real. We were talking about how Jae-sung lost in the semifinals against Kung Fu Master, and now I'm not sure if that's the main reason why he lost, but definitely.
There's something about this KFM.
Yeah, on the big stage,
yeah.
playing against the Kung Fu Master, it's hard for Jae-sung to beat that mental game. Suwon Kim, congratulations for beating Jae-sung Lee and going on to round of 8.
Don't worry, Jae-sung, I'm still gonna watch your stream.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely excited about that. Only one win on the red side by Yoon-tae's son, which was an upset, and another upset by Suwon Kim.
Yeah.
Proving a lot of our predictions to just be crowd favorite predictions. It's not, you know, professional, like, analyst predictions. But Jung Ho Yoon winning with Force Master. The top 2 Force Masters was Jae-sung Lee and Jung Ho Yoon, but Jung Ho Yoon proving that he is still in the runnings. Hyungju Kim doing well as his assassin, not his main Kung Fu Master, but don't worry, we have another Kung Fu Master in the tournament, Suhan Kim.
Yep. And I was actually, my predictions, I'm only 2 for 2.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Because the second round,
you didn't expect
yeah,
son to.
I definitely didn't.
All right, the quarterfinals. This is
All right.
exciting. Next week we have Sungjin Choi, the Destroyer. Oh, that's right. Sungjin Choi made it through, and he is playing against Eyebrows,
Yeah.
Juno Han, and then we have Taeyong Choi, the assassin, versus
Kim
Shin-Young Kim, last year's world champion. And then Jung Ho Yoon versus Yoon-tae's son, the young blood,
Yeah.
versus
That's what
Hyungju Kim and Suwon Kim for the assassin versus Kung Fu Master. That's an exciting matchup.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that.
Assassin versus
Right,
KFM.
because especially because Hyungju Kim used to be a Kung Fu Master.
Yeah.
Well, he still is.
Yeah, he is. But he just brought out the sim.
Yeah,
For
definitely.
this tournament.
He will probably know what the Kung Fu Master is going to bring to the table, and the quarterfinals will be a lot more exciting and hotter than this week. But
Yeah.
I still feel like this week was pretty hard to beat.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. I was really excited throughout the matchups. What would be the summary for today by Ending Life?
Well, as you just saw, the second match and the fourth match, the player that got the minor votes, the 2% and the 7%, they won. They turned it around, and I'm very excited for them. Good wins. but I'm also disappointed for Jaesung not being able to make it to the quarterfinals because I know that he brings fun games, fun matches to the table for the viewers as well because he also streams very well and it's fun.
Right.
So I wanted Jaesung to kind of make it up there.
He did mention though in the introduction video that before, for the past few years, he was worried about winning.
Oh,
He was concentrated about, the fame and money. That's great. But now it's more of he wants to show the good side of esports. He wants to promote esports as something other than just that.
Yeah,
he
just
wants to
money and fame.
Yeah, he's looking at the bigger picture right now. So we're going to stay tuned and be excited to see what other roles he's going to play in the esports community.
Yeah.
And this field that is growing so much, especially thanks to you guys for tuning in every Fridays at 7 p.m. KST for our singles tournament, and on Sundays 2 p.m.
For
KST.
tag team.
Exactly. Our next tournament would be in 2 days, our tag team, and definitely look out for SWAT now because we have the KFN that just won it against Chaesung Lee. That should be huge
That
for
is
morale.
huge. Yeah, for Team SWAT and their leader taking the win against Jaesung.
And not just the tag team tournament. Next week, I'm also excited for our singles tournament to see how, what's his name, Yoontae's son is going to do.
Yeah.
He's the young guy. He's the new guy. I mean, he's played before, but he just wasn't able to qualify. But now he's on the big stage.
And I hope, I'm pretty sure in the quarterfinal predictions, Yoon Tae-son is probably going to get the lesser vote.
Most likely,
yeah. Most likely. It's just my prediction, but, who knows?
All right, thank you guys for tuning in. See us next time for tag team matches. I'm DZ Mins, and with me is Ending Life. I want to give you guys an awkward ending, but they cued us in with the music right away. So you guys have a good night, and thanks for watching always. See ya. Yes, we got it.
Yeah, we got the awkward
We got
moment.
it. This room is the best.
Yep. But anyways, in 2 days, I'm just excited for the tag team matches as well. I just wanted to say that because you would keep talking about that.
But next time, stay tuned. If we get into this small room again, we're going to give you a lot more awkward silences. No. Will we end up kissing, though? Will we?
No.